But I tell you, you want to be disappointed? We're the Millers. Although that said, are you going to be disappointed by We're the Millers? Because if you've seen the trailer and you've seen the posters...
I haven't. I know nothing about We're the Millers.
Okay, so Jason Sudeikis, or as you pronounce his name, he's a small-time pot dealer. He gets mugged, he loses his pot. Therefore, the guy to whom he owes money says, oh, well, in order to pay off the debt, what you have to do is you have to go to Mexico and, bring some drugs back across the border. He thinks, I can't do that. I'll get caught. Actually, the way I'll stop getting caught is that I will pretend to be a family man travelling across the border in a big camper van. Therefore, I need a family. First thing he does is go to his neighbour, Jennifer Aniston, to ask if she will pretend to be his wife. Jennifer Aniston is a stripper. Here's a clip.
What do you want?
How would you like to spend 4th of July weekend making 10 grand?
What?
All right, Rose, listen. All I'm asking is that you go to Mexico with me this weekend. All right? And then you and me, we drive home together in an RV.
Mm-hmm.
And that RV has a little bit of pot in it.
Drug dealing?
No, it's not drug dealing. It's not. No, it's smuggling.
Are you out of your mind?
Look, Rose, $10,000 and your flight's already paid for it.
You can't buy me.
I'm not buying you, all right? I'm renting you. Like Pretty Woman.
Does he get hit there?
Mm-hmm.
Where does he hit him in the face?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was it funny?
Not really. And then he needs kids, so he gets a local homeless girl. And Will Poulter from Son of Rambo, who's actually very good and is the best thing in the film. He's the dorky kid down the corridor. He agrees to be the son. So the whole thing is they have to pretend to be a family. They go across to Mexico. Inevitably, when they get there to get the stash, things go wrong. So they have to do more. And of course, during the course of the drama, these people, these disparate characters who couldn't possibly be a family, do you think there's any possibility that during the course of that they may discover that actually there are certain things about family? Do you think there's any sense of that?
There is a little hint from that.
There is
from
a
the
little
poster,
hint from it, isn't there? So, it's one of the films in which at the end of it they do outtakes. Outtakes, funny scenes.
I know what outtakes are. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how that happens at the end of films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine. And there's a bit in which they're all pretending to drive in the camper van and they play the theme from Friends. And Jennifer Aniston laughs because she hadn't expected them to play the theme from Friends. And you go, that is the funniest joke in the movie. The rest of the time, I mean, quite apart from the fact that the humour is just terribly not funny and the plot is just contrived in that really awful way that actually what you want them to do is go to Mexico, pick the stuff up, come home and stop and it all be finished. You don't want all this sort of stuff going on. You just want the thing to be over. But also it's like, Meg Ryan is a helicopter pilot. Nope. Jennifer Aniston is a stripper. Nope. Don't believe any of this.
Isn't that
Don't
called
care.
acting?
And in many ways, that is the case. I mean, actually, Jennifer Aniston is a perfectly fine actress, but it's just one of those bits of casting that just seems like somebody sat down and took a decision that this would be, I know, get Jennifer Aniston playing a stripper, that's going to be great because, Meg Ryan playing a helicopter pilot, that'll be absolutely brilliant. And you just sit there and go, I want to laugh. I want to laugh. I want laughs now, and they don't come. So then you go... And then you wake up a little bit later and they're still on the road. And then the RV's broken down. And then there's another family with an RV. I mean, as an example of how not good it is, it's not even the best Nick Offerman film of the week, which is coming up later. And he's one of the supporting players. So not funny, not great.
Not the best Nick Offerman movie of
the week.